Good afternoon, and I'll be presenting my advertisement of Pepsi's Live for Now campaign, which is starring Kendall Jenner. She's a famous model in the fashion industry. And moving on to the video. Introduction of the ad. In April 2017, Pepsi released an ad under their Live for Now campaign, in which Kendall Jenner, uh, one of the most recognizable face of the earth, she's a model from the fashion industry, and she walks into what looks like a street protest, and she picks up a Pepsi can and hands it to the police officer who is there during the protests. The officer starts smiling and the crowds starts cheering, and all the tensions which arose were gone, resolved by a soft drink. Pepsi pulled this ad within 24 hours of a big wave of public backlash. Is it just bad marketing, or is it something morally worse? I'm going to argue it's just the latter. So, this ad used the imagery of people fighting for social justice and inequality as a backdrop to sell a product, a soft drink. By placing Kendall Jenner at the center, Pepsi implied that a can of soda or a soft drink could resolve real tensions between protesters and police. This doesn't trivialize the human struggle, and it turns into an opportunity. They turned it into a marketing opportunity, and just this just isn't insensitive. It's like a philosophical violation, and I'm going to show you exactly why. So in this video or advertisement, there are three ethical lenses we can focus on: utilitarianism, rights-based ethics, and virtue ethics. All three condemn this ad, and for different reasons. Utilitarianism, does the question which applies to utilitarian is, does this action create more um, benefit than harm, uh, and is across everyone who's affected? Like, what did Pepsi gain from this ad? Brand exposure and maybe an attempt at cultural relevance. What it cost protest communities that felt their voices were unheard, their struggle was mocked, the public was outraged, and Pepsi's own brand took a serious hit. And this ad was pulled down within 24 hours. And the harm was so bad that the benefit was insane, and Pepsi couldn't even defend themselves. And it failed the utilitarian tests completely. And coming into the rights based ethics, in Kant's principle, it says that never treat people merely as tools for your own ends. And Pepsi took the suffering of people who are being discriminated and struggles of someone coming from different backgrounds, and the protesters then used it as a prop to sell a product, which is something very serious. Their protesters, the cause, and everything behind it was just used for profit gain. And one question that they should ask themselves was, could this be universalized? Could this be seriously, could it be accepted for any company to exploit like any social movement to just sell their commercialized product? Obviously not, right? So the principle was violated again. Right, the rights-based principle was violated. And coming to the third one, which is virtue ethics, it really shows the what Pepsi's character is. It's not just what they did, but what organization they are. Like any other MNC, they should show practical wisdom with their moral character, and the ability to act right when everything is wrong, and even when the profit is tempting. Pepsi did just the opposite. They wanted to appear socially conscious without actually being it, and this is moral laziness, which is not accepted. Using the image of people suffering without bearing any of its costs, and again, it fails the virtue ethics test. Coming to the conclusion, Pepsi itself proved this wrong because they pulled the ad within 24 hours. Not because people disagreed with it, but because no one could defend it. This is not a matter of taste or personal opinion. This is corporate. It's a corporation acknowledging that through its own actions that it violated basic ethical standards, and the utilitarian concepts failed, and the rights of real people were disregarded. And the corporate culture allowed it to happen, and even the most minimal ethical floor was broken. And Pepsi just didn't make a bad advertisement, they made an unethical one. Thank you.